thanks again for being with Planet Drum with us. We met only 1 week ago during the Vasco tour in Rome.
There's all kinds of new things that have happened.
So a lot of things happened.
No.
That's why we will talk just a little bit more about your Will Hunt, a man, not the drummer, the man.
Oh, the man. Okay.
Just starting off, before talking about music, Will Hunt, not the drummer. What do you like to do in your life apart from music?
I don't know. I like to drink beer, surf, party. No, not really. I'm pretty quiet. I mean, you say outside of music, but for me, music is such a big part of my life. So pretty much everything I do revolves around music. In my spare time, I really love going to the beach. I do love to surf. I like a really good bottle of red wine and a really good steak. But I'm a sucker for beautiful sunsets and hanging out with my family and stuff like that.
So being a drummer, it really conditions your way of living.
Yeah, completely. I mean, I spend a lot of time in the gym. That's a big part of my life. I work out every day that I can. On a tour like this where we're playing in a different place every day, it's really hard to do. So, I do as much as I can, but, when I'm home, it's every day. Typically when I'm on tour, I'm able to get it in almost every day, but just depends.
Can you name only one record that you consider as the most important for your drumming?
Wow, one record?
Just one record.
Actually, I can. I think that one record that really shaped a lot of the way that I play, but much later on in my playing career, was the Motley Crue album that Vince Neil wasn't the singer on. They had a singer by the name of John Corabi, and the album was just titled Motley Crue. And the way that album sounded sonically, the way the drums sounded on that record were amazing. If you've never heard it, you got to check out a song called Power to the Music, which is the first song on the album. And there's just some amazing fills that Tommy does on that record. Power to the Music is another song on there. Uncle Jack, I mean, he just really raised the bar as far as a rock drummer. It's almost like John Bonham, but new version. And he just beat the crap out of the drums. I mean, it's one of my favorite records as a drummer.
And great music.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I play guitar, play bass, a little bit of piano, sing. So I co-wrote several songs on the last Evanescence record, and all of my own bands. I'm a writer. And the project that Steph and I are doing right now, I'm a writer. So it's a big part of my thing, and I learned early on that you got to be more than just a drummer. You got to be a writer. And that kind of helps you as a drummer to know what to play, what not to play. It's shaping songs. It's I like to call they're compositions. So all your parts are compositions: drum parts, guitar parts, bass parts, the vocal, the melody. Those are all really big things.
But we've seen during the Vasco tour, you don't have anything written on, right?
No, I haven't written for Vasco. I haven't written. I've put my 2 cents in on a couple of things, pieces of music where we changed it up, but nothing that you could consider, writing. Maybe one day. We'll see. But I found out the hard way.
Tuning the drums, talking now about drums, is something really difficult. It's a difficult aspect of our instrument. What is your approach to how you tune your drums?
How do I tune? Man, that's a mystery. It's like the tuning thing. It's almost kind of like in America we have these things called Tootsie Roll Pops. You guys have those over here?
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll Pops. And the commercial says, how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And there's never a right answer. And I think with tuning, you know, it depends on the drum. It depends on the heads that you're using. Once you kind of figure out what heads you like and you get kind of accustomed to a kit, then you can kind of start dialing and tuning for that kit. But it's always different. You just never know. I mean, I know what sounds good to my ear, and I'm able to kind of I know a ballpark of how to get it there. Tommy Lee's drum tech, who I worked with for a while, said something really good. He's like, I just turn it until it sounds good, and that's got a lot to do with it. You know, it's a lot of it's in your ear, and that's something that can't be taught. You either hear it or you don't.
Reach the sound that you have in your head.
Exactly, and be cognizant of the fact that when you're tuning, if you're just hitting it soft like that, and then you know. Okay, yeah, that sounds good, but then you get up there and you slam it, you rim shot the snare, it's going to sound completely different. So you have to be cognizant of how you're going to play it in a live setting.
Do you ever listen to at home records that you played on?
Not a lot. I mean, sometimes, yeah. I mean, just to kind of go back and see where I was at that time in my playing, and maybe, oh wow, I forgot about that fill, and kind of pull that back into my repertoire. Or listen to something and think, okay, the next time I get a chance to play a groove like that, I know how I'm going to make it better. Or, oh, that was, you know, just not really just to kind of listen and sit back and go, wow, that's so good, you know. Never like that.
Okay, thanks a lot. It was great meeting you again.
Yeah, man. Hope to see you again soon.
See you soon, yes.